Exercise, our emphasis here is enjoyable exercise and the purposeful exercise and outdoor type of exercise. Walking, brisk walk, 30 minutes, 5 to 6 times a week. It will actually do a lot of good to our body. Not only will tone our muscle, relax our body, but also enhance our immune function. If you like gardening, and that's another good form of exercise. The elimination, the key word here is regular. How do we do so? We need to have plenty of fibers. And from what kind of food will we have fibers? Will meat have fibers? No. Most of you know meat do not have fibers. And only plant-based food have fibers. And of course, water, and plus enjoyable exercise. There are 5 organs of elimination in our body. Kills. Kidneys, intestines, lungs, liver, and skin. We need to keep all these 5 organs in perfect working condition so that we can eliminate all the toxic material we may have in our body. Finally, emotional support. We need to be able to cope with these stresses. In the video, talk about fears as factors that can contribute to stress, frustration, fear, envy, anger, resentment, sorrow, and sadness. And we also talk about the bright side of the word fears. I'm sure you can remember the bright side of the word fears. F for faith in God. E for exercise. We're talking about enjoyable, purposeful, and as much as possible, outdoor type of exercise. A, acceptance. We need to accept ourselves. We need to accept others as well. R for rest, relaxation. S for support in a community of faith like ours here, and we can support one another. And singing. All right, I'd like to leave with you 2 Bible texts. Psalm 118:8. This is often referred to as a middle verse in the Bible because it's located just right in the center, in the middle portion of the Bible verses. It is better to trust in the Lord than to put confidence in man. Matthew 11:28. Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden. I will give you rest. If those of you know this chorus, you can join with me. Let's sing this together. All right? Jesus, loving Jesus, sweetest name I know, fills my every longing. Keep me singing as I go. Thank you very much. We can take a few minutes for some questions, comments, if you have. And I have a microphone here. Nehemiah is having one. Maybe somebody over this end, Jeff, can help. So if you have a question or a comment, please just raise your hand. We will recognize you. There's a lady there.
Good evening. I thank you very much for what you have told us. I enjoyed that. What's your take about taking vitamin, supplement, and calcium?
All right. The question is what I think of taking vitamins and supplements. I think it has a role for people who do not like to eat all the real food. But for me, I usually like to taste, I like to experience the taste of the real food. And also, I like to see the colorful variety of the food. Another question? The lady asked the benefit of garlic. Garlic has quite a number of benefits. And probably there's a lot of literature about it. I often will just say, garlic, you know, you spell the word garlic is G-A-R-L-I-C, right? G, I will say, good for many things. A, for antioxidant, anti-aging. R, for restoration of memory. Indeed, I have some studies showing that actually restores the memory. In fact, one time I was giving a talk to some company making garlic. I asked certain question. The president of the company cannot answer my question or have forgotten about what the right answer. So I just say, you need to eat more garlic. Everybody laughed. Then L for life extension. Wow. And I for immune modulation, and C for cancer prevention. That's a nutshell. Another question? All right, there's one over there.
So if there's any side effect to taking the vitamin and the calcium tablet?
The question is there any side effect in taking the vitamins and calcium supplement? Let me comment on calcium first. Many of the calcium supplements have been made from inorganic calcium. So a lot of people actually have difficulty to assimilate it or to absorb it. Now, in terms of vitamin, if a vitamin has a good quality, it may not have much of a problem. So one had to find out whether there's side effect or not. All right, anyone else? All right, here, the lady.
My question is, you were talking about the apple juice and when it's bottled and pasteurized. So what if you just take the apple and then put it in one of those
Juicer?
grinders? Is that okay?
That's excellent. That's very good. If you have a juicer and you squeeze out the juice, it's good.
Thank you.
Good way to do it. In fact, a lot of people takes certain juice, for example, it's not very delicious, not very tasty, but by adding the apple to it, it sweetens it up. It tastes very good. But the fresh apple juice is very good. All right.
For cholesterol, is it okay to eat eggs
The question is it okay to eat eggs
if you have like borderline?
if you have borderline cholesterol? And number one, if you want to eat eggs, be sure get the kind of egg is very, very healthy, okay? Then if you have borderline cholesterol, meaning probably like 190 or 200, then you watch out. If egg elevate your cholesterol further, and I think I will stay away from it, or at least greatly reduce the quantity. All right, I think here, a gentleman over there.
Yes, a lot of people use Citracal as a calcium supplement. Are you familiar as to what kind of calcium goes into that?
Citracal, Esther, do you remember what kind of calcium they use? Huh? Citrate, right? Yeah. So it's kind of like an organic type of calcium. And so it's better absorbed than, let's say, calcium carbonate.
Is that good?
Is that good? And actually, the best way to get calcium is from vegetables. All the green vegetables will have calcium in it, and also has magnesium in it. So it will help the body to absorb calcium more readily. Let's say take 1 cup of green vegetable, spinach or whatever, and there's about 300 milligrams of calcium there. And when you eat that, you can absorb better than 80% of the calcium. But from the pills you take or capsules you take, often you can only absorb about 20 to 30%.
I have another question about the B vitamins. I understand it's very difficult to get it into your diet without eating meat.
You're talking about B vitamins and
Bs.
large, or E,
B12?
or B12. You're talking about particularly B12. And B12, to begin with, the requirement for B12 is very little. Used to be talking about milligram, but now we know it's in the magnitude of micrograms. And a lot of organic food actually have B12, and the yeast, the nutrition yeast has a B12. And so there's quite a number of food items of